Live from New Bedford, ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of authenticity, inspiration, and realness. Also, of good times, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here's your host of the show. He is Big Beefy E. He is Mr. Shenanigans and the elder statesman of the Rant and Rave podcast, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977, episode number 1725 of the show. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. It's Sunday, October the 6th, 2024, 8:30 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to wish my mother, Cheryl, a happy birthday. Today's her birthday. Yay! Yep. I'm not going to tell, one thing you learn. I'm a stickler for old school manners and rules and etiquette myself, and that's why I do things on here. I know not a lot of people like it nowadays, but I am old school, and I was raised in the old school, and I survived through the old school. All right. The one old school rule I always try to remember is never ask a woman her age. Okay, and that's the thing. And I know sometimes, but because sometimes especially nowadays, with the internet can be, and people can be very tricky on the internet, and that's, and it's, well, sometimes, well, I think when it comes to a certain age rules, I think like 40 and over, never ask a woman her age for 40 and over. Just, don't even say her age. All I know is, if she says the year that she was born, you do the math, okay? That's all I'm going to say. So, that's what I do. Well, I do the math, and you know what? It. Anyways, I'm getting off track here, but I want to wish my mother Cheryl a happy birthday. In fact, technically she's my stepmom, but my biological mom did pass away back in 2012, but my stepmom is here today, and I call her mom as a sign. To me, it's something of honor. Because the Bible says honor your parents. And, I know nowadays not a lot of people talk to their parents and all that. And then for whatever reason, possible. You don't have to tell me, But, if it had not been for my parents, especially my mom, my stepmother, if it had not been for her, I would not be doing the things I'm here doing today. And, having a job, driving a car, everything. She's taught me a lot of things, and I'm very, very thankful for them. And you're never too old to seek counsel from your parents. Sometimes you need, you seek their advice, seek their wisdom, and that, I think, is very, very important that a lot of us should do that. Even if we're getting older and they're getting older, but and I always do appreciate my parents. Help me out. Like I said, if it had not been for them, I would not be here today. I'm very, very blessed to have them in my life. And I know it's hard for those who have not, who've lost their parents, and all that. And so, and I know it's got to be tough on those folks. But I feel very thankful, but feel very blessed, and had it not for them, I would not be here today. So, I want to wish my mom a happy birthday. I love you. And I hope you feel very blessed on this special day today. So, and I'm really, like I said, feeling very blessed, and we're going to celebrate her birthday today as well. And while we're doing that, though, I'll be on David 3000 Network at 1 o'clock to do a live reaction to the Patriots-Dolphins game on Fox. And both teams are at 1-3. Something's got to give here. So, and I know I will explain more on that when I get to that when I get to that report, because I think it's right, when I get to that live reaction game, because I think it's very important as well. So, and everything else in between. All right, let's talk about what happened last night on WWE's Bad Blood PLE event in Atlanta, Georgia, State Farm Arena. It's been a crazy, crazy night. In fact, there was something that happened last night off the air. I'll explain all that when we get to the end of the event. And Cody Rhodes and Metro Boomin, the newest recording artist, platinum recording artist, arrived at the State Farm Arena. After doing their little stakeout video commercial and all that. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, the women's tag team champions, and Naomi were hosting Bad Blood. They kicked it off. And they kicked it off with the first matchup, a Hell in a Cell match. Now, a lot of folks are not very happy that this match is not the main event. And I'll tell you one thing, because this match was so good. I mean, the craziest part about this match is this is the matchup, the first time in the Hell in a Cell match that a chair was not actually involved in the match. Because usually chairs were a staple in professional wrestling for years. But this is the first Hell in a Cell matchup that didn't involve a chair, which is really weird. They used toolboxes. They used tables. They busted each other open. I mean, these two guys went at it for 31 minutes and 22 seconds. That is how long this match was. This was a battle. This was a war. And, like I said, they busted each other open. Beads from a friendship bracelet were used towards the end, but nothing doing at that. And CM Punk ended up winning the matchup. And if you notice, CM Punk was trying to get out of the ring to celebrate, but he stumbled a little bit. They gave him oxygen. He lost a lot of blood, but then he got up and walked out in his own power. CM Punk, I'll tell you one thing, he was a man full of pride. And but in the end, though, CM Punk did get the victor. I would be very surprised if both men came out and shook each other's hands as a sign of respect, because I know both men will not be the same ever again after that Hell in a Cell confrontation. It was crazy. Well, dignitaries were live in the audience, as well as in the after party. I mean, not the after, and during the party on Bad Blood, they had a party in a little suite there. Jacqueline Goldberg and Booker T, one half of the NXT commentary team, with Vic Joseph in attendance, as well as during the party, Diamond Dallas Page, X-Pac, the Intercontinental Champ Jey Uso, and the Brainbusters, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard were also in attendance. And Kathy Kelly at the party was interviewing Cargill, Belair, and Naomi. And they said, let's keep the party rolling. And we'll be keeping on the Women's Championship match between Nia Jax and Bayley. This was a heck of a matchup. But here's the thing. Tiffany Stratton tried to get involved to cash in, but Nia Jax sat up like the Undertaker, scaring the wits out of Tiffany Stratton. Bayley was distracted by Stratton, and Nia Jax took advantage of it. Annihilator, 1, 2, 3. Nia Jax retains the title. And Damian Priest and Finn Balor went one-on-one, as you know. This was a matchup happening in the making. Carlito and JD McDonough tried to get involved in the matchup, but Priest fights him off. And despite the fact that Carlito and JD McDonough tried to do their job, Damian Priest grabbed Finn Balor south of the Heaven Chokeslam. 1, 2, 3. Priest ends up winning the match. Now, Triple H addresses the Atlanta crowd in State Farm Arena, and decided that Crown Jewel, the next big pay-per-view event, I believe, in Ridia season, I believe later on this month, I believe. And here's the deal. There'll be 2 champion versus champion matches, one for the women's and one for the men's. Whoever the champions are in those matches will battle it out, and whoever wins those matches, they'll have receive a special championship belt as Crown Jewel champion for each of the divisions. So, best of the best on the women's side, Raw versus SmackDown. Best of the best in Raw versus SmackDown on the men's side. As you know, right now the champions as stand is Gunther and Cody Rhodes. On the men's side, Nia Jax and Liv Morgan for the women's side right now, because those could change hands and at any time. And while they reveal the new championship belt, which looks very nice, Gunther interrupted Triple H, and then Gunther was talking about, bragging about being the best. But he looks at, and he notices Goldberg and says, when I said about you when I talked to Brett that you were my childhood favorite, not so. And that's not true at all. And then when he decided to address his son Gage, Goldberg's like, that's it. He took off his shirt, took off his jacket, ready for a fight. Security and officials tried to stop the whole thing, and then Gunther's taunting Goldberg. While that's going on, Sami Zayn blindsides him, and they're brawling. And then the referee's like, oh my gosh, I think, and Gunther retreats, going after Sami Zayn. Goldberg's in the ring, and Triple H looked up his wrist, pointing at Goldberg. Who knows? Goldberg, does he have another match in him? I don't know. Goldberg versus Gunther? I would love to see that matchup. Well, more dignitaries in the audience, in attendance. WWE Hall of Famer Scott Steiner, one half of the Steiner brothers, of course, and Braun Breaker's uncle, and Mickie James, the wife of SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, and also an 8-time women's champ. If you count the Knockouts titles as well, in attendance. Actually, no, 6-time champion in attendance as well. Kelly Kelly interviewed the women's tag champs and Naomi once again, but this time Metro Boomin has joined them in that party suite. But then Chelsea Green and Piper Niven interrupt them, and then Chelsea Green says she wants to attend the party, and they say, no, you stink, you lost, go. And they say, you still stank, right? But they said Piper Niven can stay, and Piper Niven goes, I'm not turning this party down. I'm going, and Chelsea Green goes, I didn't want to be here anyways. and then Piper Niven did stay and have a lot of fun, so yeah, Piper Niven looks great, I'm going to tell you. Women's World title was on the line. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan defending the champ. And Dominic Mysterio was in the shark cage. Is in his shark cage with the Dominic Mysterio toilet paper. Yes, that's a thing. They have Dominic Mysterio toilet paper to sell on WWEshop.com. I'm not kidding you. I was laughing when I first saw this. I can't believe they actually did it. Yep, dirty Dominic Mysterio toilet paper. Boy, you hit it big when you got toilet paper with your face on it. You know what I mean? It's so funny. And so, during the matchup, though, Dominic Mysterio tries to escape the cage, but ends up hanging upside down. And so, like, uh-oh. And if he'll fall and hurt his back, but then Rhea Ripley thought, ooh, I have an idea. And then she grabs a kendo stick outside the ring. And here's the deal. She tells the referee, I'll deal with this. I got to go handle this unfinished business. And the referee goes, you do that. We heard that, Dan Angler, you crooked referee, right? And Dan Angler's going to let this match fly. And so, and he understands, too. He probably understands. Probably understands. So, and then Rhea Ripley grabs a kendo stick, gets the cameraman to come over here, and she goes, happy birthday to me. And starts whacking Dominic Mysterio like a freaking piñata. But while that's going on, guess who came back? Raquel Rodriguez. We haven't seen her in months. Attacks Rhea Ripley, and the referee finally decided to throw the match out. Disqualification victory for Rhea Ripley. That means Liv Morgan retains the title because the title cannot change hands on a pinfall, on a countout or disqualification. It has to be pinfall submission. And all three walk away. Has Raquel Rodriguez join Judgment Day? If that's the case, if I were Belair and Cargill, watch out. Those titles could be next on the hit list for Morgan and Rodriguez. Then the main event. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu of the Bloodline. Now, the high school in Atlanta, or is it the college team in Atlanta? I forget, college band in Atlanta. They went viral because they played Cody Rhodes' theme song during a game. And so I think the WWE took notice and, hey, we want you guys, invite you guys to play his theme song at Bad Blood. So they were doing that, and I forget the you know what? Let me look it up. And I can just forget it. So, let's see. Let's see. I spelled that. My big fat fingers. Let's see what the... my fat fingers can't spell right for nowadays. Okay, I'll see if we can... Okay. The Arkansas Pine Bluff Marching Band. That's what played the Cody Rhodes' theme song during week 1 in the Arkansas game. So the Arkansas Pine Bluff Marching Band, they were invited, and they played the theme song. So and they had all 4 men came out, and Roman Reigns has his choir singing, his theme song, and then Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu came out first. During the match of the tag team champs, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the Tongan versions of Beavis and Butthead, trying to get involved in the matchup. But then a hooded figure was standing in between them. Solo Sikoa goes, "Who's that?" They tried to, and then the hooded figure super kicked Tonga Loa, then attacked Tama Tonga, and it revealed that Jimmy Uso is back. He helped neutralize those two. Sikoa was Solo Sikoa was was distracted. Rhodes and Reigns end up winning the matchup, and then afterwards, Reigns and Rhodes just stood there. Jimmy Uso goes, "I'm back," gives Roman Reigns a hug. So I'm really excited about that. And then as Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns about to leave the ring, the Bloodline 2.0 attacked Cody Rhodes, and Jimmy Uso goes, "Man, we got him. This is what we do." And then Roman Reigns goes, "Fine." They went out. They helped out Cody Rhodes, and they hugged each other again. But then at the end, though, after there was a standoff after the end, The Rock comes out at the State Farm Arena, holding his People's Championship belt. What's his deal? What's his mystery? We're going to tune in this week on SmackDown to find out. Now, off the air, some fans have reported this as wrestlers starting to leave the arena and all that, and some fans did record outside. At the Nightmare Bus, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens especially having a conversation, more of an argument. And as Cody Rhodes turned around, Kevin Owens attacked him. This is off the air. This is after Bad Blood was over. So, that makes things more interesting on SmackDown. So, now that Kevin Owens could have his next target, and that would be Cody Rhodes. So, this could throw Cody Rhodes for a loop. We'll see what happens on Friday Night SmackDown. How's Nick Aldis going to handle that situation? We'll find out, like I said, this week on SmackDown on the USA Network. Well, that's all the time we have on this show. Episode 1725 is complete. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Next up will be what happened last night on Collision. So, AEW Collision. More on that. I will see you later. Have a wonderful day, and until next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.